What's going on, guys? I got my Sabre 68 modified home defense launcher. I've drilled the restrictor out of this to 1mm. I have a bunch of videos on how to do that. I have a playlist for this and the other launchers I use on my channel. So if you see any launchers you like, just go to my channel, look at the playlists, and you'll see a whole list of stuff related to whatever launcher you want to see. Today I'm going to stress test this one more time. I have the two replaced stainless steel pins in the trigger sear area. This tank has about 400 grams of CO2. It's about 70 degrees out here, maybe. I just put this outside. It's a little bit cold, but it has a good enough pressure where I don't really have to worry about that. I'm expecting this to hit between 26 and 30 joules once I connect it to this tank. Normally, you can't do this with the Sabre. So I have a First Strike Roscoe air adapter. This is pipe, and you do have to Dremel out your magazine a little bit because the normal magazine doesn't fit this. So this is the normal mag, and you can see I Dremeled out or cut out some of that space around the pipe thing. This is a normal magazine, and you can see I haven't messed with this one. So yeah, that's the differences. Like I said earlier, in my playlist I have all the stuff I've done to this launcher. So I'm going to load it up with Grimberg Joules V3s, 7.7 grams, 682 to 684 on the bore size, which is a good bore match for this. I think this is like 686, this stock barrel. These are alien plays, 7.2 grams. They're like 679. So typically on this launcher, the Grimbergs usually perform a little bit better than the alien plays. So I'm gonna air it up. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, it's aired up. I'm still trying to figure out how I can keep this tightened down. It sort of unthreads itself a little bit. So 7.7 grams CO2, 254. It was kind of low because I keep having the airline want to unthread itself, sort of. So I'll try it again. All right. 262, stuttered a little bit. 258. I'm gonna fix my airline really quick. All right, we're back. 258. 258. I think I got 3 more shots. 256. 256. When I ran this Sabre launcher in the same manner without drilling the restrictor out, just basically stock out the box, aside from messing with the magazine to make the CO2 tank fit, I was getting about 20 joules most of the time. I'll do another magazine of Grimbergs, and then I'll switch over to the alien plays. Alright, you guys, I got the Grimbergs in here. It's loaded up, it's pressurized. I haven't had any Grimbergs break or crack yet. I think I've lost 1 or 2, but I haven't had any break, which is pretty good. 256. 254. 254. 254. 250. 252. 250. I believe that is it. So I'm gonna get the alien plays and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I got 14 Grimbergs. None of them are broken or messed up. I've seen to have the best luck with them. They are worth, I mean, they're kind of pricey, but they haven't broken on me or anything, so the quality is very good so far. I've had these for a couple months now. I think I got them Memorial Day. It's like almost August now, so I've had them for about 3 months, and I've shot them through a bunch of my launchers, and I've lost a couple, but Whenever I shoot stuff in this box, sometimes I hit other rounds, and that's very evident to me with rounds that have cracked, or like these alien plays that I keep using over and over and over. You can see all these flat sides and stuff on these. So eventually I'll retire these or just shoot them at stuff and not care where they go. You can see like these, I've used the crap out of these, and I haven't had any issues with barrels getting scratched or nothing, but they are very like budget friendly, these alien plays. I think they're like 30 cents each or something. At the time when I bought them, they were like a quarter or like 25 cents each. They've gone up a tiny bit in price, but they're still a great value for what you get, and you can reuse them a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to get them into Sabre, and I'll be right back. Alright, so with the Joules, I had one stutter. It's not the Joules' fault, it's just the Sabre itself stutters every once in a while, but only one stuttered out of those 14 shots. Now I have the Alien Plays 7.2 grams. Let's see what this does. 260, 258. That one stuttered a little bit. 258, 256, 256, 252, 254. I think that one stuttered a little bit out of rounds. So I'm going to reload this thing really quickly. So yeah, it seems to be holding up fine, the Sabre, with all these little random issues I had with it. They seem to be pretty much gone now, non-existent. If I left the CO2 tank in direct sunlight, sorry about the shaky camera, if I left my CO2 tank in direct sunlight for like 20-30 minutes and then started firing, I would probably have higher numbers, but this seems pretty normal for now because the CO2 tank was cold, like in the house. Double fire, that was kind of random. Said 192, 254, 252, stuttered a little bit. 250, it wouldn't be stuttering on a 12-gram cartridge because it wouldn't have all this pressure trying to be expelled out at the same time and constantly at this high pressure. 252, 250. I think that's it because I double fired on one of them. Yeah, so that's it. So it's pretty much good. I'm not sure if I've ever double fired on a 12-gram CO2, but I have. I don't have a bunch of stuttering, and it's holding air, and that was the first time it double fired in a long time. So I'd say overall it's working okay. I'd feel more comfortable taking it with me if I ever take it out of the house and throwing it in a car or something, because I had a few issues with it before. And if you see in my videos on this, you'll see all the problems I had with it, which were all self-inflicted, my own fault for doing whatever I did to it, but it's fixed now for the most part. But yeah, that wasn't great performance, but it was consistent. And like I said, if I had left that in the sunlight for maybe 15 minutes at least, those first couple shots would have been a lot harder. But yeah, I use this so I can keep shooting without having to use a bunch of CO2s, and I get more consistent data because I have a big reservoir of air to shoot through. If I use an HPA tank in this, it does not do very well because it has a restrictor in there, and I have a lot more power using CO2 from things that have restrictors in here. So I can take this restrictor out, but even when I do that, the HPA tank, like a 900 psi output HPA tank, it'll still only hit about maybe 20 joules max. And then the CO2 tank, when I had a full tank on a warm day and no restrictor in here, it would hit like 33 or 34 or something. But then I had problems where stuff was breaking in here. So it's working okay. I'll probably leave it this way for a while, because if I drill anything out in here, you can't buy parts, you can't send it in to get it fixed unless you have the warranty. But since you opened it, you're screwed on that, and they won't do a paid fix repair service. And I think I already mentioned it, but you can't buy parts for this, so you just have to buy a second one and, you know, Frankenstein parts from one to the other. So that's it. See you guys next time. Thanks for checking it out, and take it easy.